Hi, this is Rob with Civitas Property Management. I just wanted to share a couple of tips and tricks for effectively marketing your property and attracting good quality tenants. One of the biggest fears of homeowners is that their property is going to sit vacant or that they're going to get bad tenants. So if you just follow these few items, you'll get a better pool of candidates, which will allow you to select a better tenant for your property. First thing I would say, you can't underestimate the value of a good photographer taking great photos of your place. Here at Civitas, we've got a photographer that just works wonders. And he doesn't Photoshop, but just the quality of the photos he takes and the angle and the lighting and whatever sorcery he does, I've seen him transform some of the darkest, most cramped looking places into these gorgeous looking units that just sell so quickly as a result. So it's been a really great investment to hire him and to use him. But even if you're not going to use a photographer, everybody nowadays has an iPhone. I mean, you've got better quality cameras in your phone than we had 20 years ago as professional photographers. So there's no excuse to take bad photos. Just make sure your lighting is good, make sure you're standing in the corner of the room, make sure you got a great angle on everything, and you really demonstrate the value of your property. The other advantage to this is if you take 200 photos, you can delete 185 from the listing and just take the 15 best because data is cheap. But then when the tenant moves out, you've got yourself a better move-in checklist because you've documented everything. So it's very important to take good and plentiful photos of your unit. In terms of where to put it, and unfortunately there is no secret website that only good property managers know. We put it everywhere. We put it on Zillow and Trulia, Craigslist. I'd recommend putting it if you go to a local coffee shop or community forum, or if you're on nextdoor.com, put it there. Just put it everywhere. The more people see it, the more people come, and the more people come, the better chance of somebody applying and the more selective you can be. You also want to make sure you put a lot of effort and work into your description of the property. Instead of talking about the statistics of the unit, and it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, blah, 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 1,200 square feet, you want to say, this spacious Victorian house located in the Willow Glen neighborhood of San Jose is right near the bus stop and you can smell the aroma of fresh baked bread. Talk about the experience. Talk about what it's going to be like for them to live there. If they're placing it in their minds that way, there's a better chance they're going to want to at least come see it, and then a better chance of them applying down the road. You do need to be careful though, because without intending to, we can often use protected or discriminatory language in our advertising. Some of these are really obvious, such as discriminating based on gender or race, but some of these are a bit more subtle. For example, saying a great house for families could potentially be seen as discriminating based on family class. So it's very important that you do your research and make sure you're using language that is not protected. Here at Civitas, every one of my property managers has a little flyer with green, yellow, and red. Red is never use these, yellow is be very, very careful, and green is these are okay words to use. So I'd recommend you find something like that, do some research, and just protect yourself. It's never a bad idea to protect yourself. If you have any questions or need any help with your property, we're always here for you. Civitas Property Management.